It's Spotlight San Diego, and we not only like to showcase the most influential businesses around, but also the most interesting and influential people, especially those who are really making a difference during the holiday season here in San Diego. Let me welcome Mark Di Tommaso, who is giving, you ready for this, $15,000 to one very special military family here in San Diego. And he's here to tell us how these families can enter to win this incredibly generous gift. Mark, how are you, man?
I'm good. Thanks, Scott. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing really good. Good to see you. Hope for the Holidays is what you call it.
That's correct.
Tell me all about it, please.
It's a program that just kind of spawned out of me wanting to pay it forward to a local family, local military family. You know, I'm born and raised in San Diego. I love this town, never left it. It's treated me well, and I'm at a point in my life right now where I'm newly engaged, soon to be married. And I want to pay it forward to a family who's in need.
All right, and you chose a military family. There's lots of different types of folks around San Diego who are all very deserving and could really, really use $15,000 at the holidays. You chose a military family, or will ultimately choose a military family. Why so?
My family has a huge background with military. My grandfather was in 2 wars and 1 conflict. My father's a veteran as well. And that's actually why my family ended up here, was because, you know, we are a Navy town.
$15,000. Are we talking about $15,000 as in you walk in and write a check? Or are we talking about groceries or house payments? I mean, when you say $15,000, what exactly is it that you mean?
Great question. We want to help out a family personally and help them out of debt. So it's primarily going to go towards living expenses. We're going to make sure that we get them back on their feet. Whatever their problems have been, you know, help them out that way. It will be $15,000 given out over a course of 5 months.
And you're in the real estate business, right? Mm-hmm. And you're a former educator. Mm-hmm. You left teaching in 2006 mm-hmm. and then jumped into the housing market, and that was a kind of a rough period of time, as I recall.
Yes, very rough. That was the downturn right then, right when I got into it.
And I'm just wondering if, knowing when you got into this business, look, being a teacher is not a lucrative business. I mean, it's rewarding, but not necessarily lucrative. You decided to leave teaching to go into real estate, which has the opportunity to be much more so. Mm-hmm. All these years later, now here comes all this money. I'm just wondering, when you got into the real estate business during that economic downturn, is that perhaps something that inspired this gift now?
Absolutely. I worked with a lot of families who were in distress because of short sales. Yeah. A lot of people who were in need, you know, losing their homes, and you know, working with them, helping them out of a bad situation was very, very rewarding. And I want to continue that. Yeah,
and I would say that a military family, particularly one that has perhaps dealt with deployments, has multiple children, mm-hmm. again, not necessarily the most lucrative industry, $15,000 could really, really help somebody out of debt. And by the way, I think it's smart. You said it's over the course of 5 months. So $3,000 a month, it's not like just giving somebody 15 grand and saying, here, go blow it. I mean, this is, I assume that this is going to be very specific as to how this money gets spent.
That's true. That's true. We're going to actually help them out with their mortgage or rent and utilities, actual living expenses, to get them back on their feet.
All right, so this $15,000 will ultimately be delivered to one San Diego-based military family. Now the question is, especially if you're watching out there this afternoon, how do I become that military family? Take us through that.
Okay, well, there are certain requirements for entry.
Yeah, we're looking at them on screen.
Obviously, you have to be a U.S. military veteran. They will have to provide a discharge form.
Veteran, so not an active duty family, a veteran.
That's correct.
Okay, gotcha. Keep going.
That's correct. They have to provide a DD-214, verifying that. They do need to be honorably discharged. They need to be a resident of San Diego County for 5 years or more.
A resident of San Diego for 5 years or more, okay.
That way we do give back to the community that way.
Gotcha.
Minimum of 2 family members at the current address. They do need to have gone through some sort of financial hardship, which mm-hmm. obviously they'll be writing to us in 300 words or less. And we do need to have those received no later than December 18th at 5 p.m.
Okay, so we got plenty of time. I will say this. For military families who say, my goodness, man, could we use that $15,000? But I don't know if I want to submit an entry. Can family members, can friends, can they apply for a veteran family?
Absolutely. Yes. If you know of a family in need, you know, they are a veteran military family, then please, you know, any submissions.
Email hope@san at SOCAL Realty.
SOCAL eRealty.
SOCAL eRealty.com. SOCAL eRealty.com.
Yes.
I think it's fantastic what you're doing. I really do. I mean, there is going to be that one family, and by the way, who knows, maybe we turn this thing into a much bigger deal eventually and we help more than just one family.
Absolutely.
But there is going to be that one veteran military family that's going to really benefit from your generosity. Fantastic, man. Congratulations and happy holidays.
Thank you. Happy holidays to you as well, Scott.